Okay, we've got the Troy-Bilt. We're gonna do a little bit of work on it today. I've got the Cub Cadet out here. It's on hold while I take care of customers' machines. It is now Tuesday, March 9th. Feeling better every day, which is real nice. Let's see, how much this thing did cost $1,249, and it was sold for $874.93. Okay, way to go, Sears, for a $400 mower that they call tractors. Whatever. Yeah, I'm in one of those moods today because it's about time that I started feeling better, right? So what are we doing? Well, we're going to test the battery. Maybe, if my clamp would behave. It's just it doesn't want to be attached to this Craftsman. And it's a Tecumseh powered, Alright, we're gonna test the battery with the Topton. So, your connectors on there. And then our pretty little screen comes on. So push OK. You can't see that. English. Nope. In vehicle. Before charge. Regular flooded. Cold cranking amps. Oops. Haha. Get back over there. Sorry. I kind of need you guys in the ribs. Looks like let me see. Yeah, it's like a 230 cold cranking amp. So we'll drop this way down. Or 280 rather. We'll give it the benefit of the doubt. And I'm pretty sure it's going to be really low because I had to jump it. Are we ready? We're going to hit the OK and test it. And I know it's going to come back bad. So we'll put a charger on it and then we'll take a look at it a little later on. State of health 2%. State of charge 98%. It's only got 75 cold cranking amps. How about that? That's funny. Okay, well, we know that the battery's deader than a doornail. Now let's go ahead and get set up to work on the Troy-Bilt. And first thing I'm going to do is fire up my leaf blower and commence to blowing leaves because it is just jam-packed with leaves all over everywhere. So we're going to get everything blown out and get it all cleaned up. Then we're going to take it over to the garage. I'm going to spray it down with some engine degreaser, biodegradable, guys, and get this area all cleaned up so that when I pop the valve cover off to replace the valve cover gasket, I won't be dealing with a huge mess. So I'll turn the camera back on when I get back. Well, we got her all cleaned off. Just moving this stuff over here. Got the deck all cleaned off and everything, and discovered that we've got a bad spindle bearing, or one that will be bad very soon. Let's grab a flashlight here. And for my old knees, we'll get the AWPHP kneeling pad that's got wore off paint where my knees go. So it's obviously doing its job. Let's see if we can get a halfway decent look down in here. Okay, I don't know if you can see or not, but right there where my finger's touching, that's the seal for the bearing, and it's just flopping around in the wind. Hang on just a second. Speaking of wind, I can make it flop around since I can't get a hold of it. And we got some air. Okay, are you ready? Just watch it flop. I don't know if you saw it or not. This is fun. Ha! Okay. Flop. 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 There. So, we've got a spindle to replace on top of doing the valve cover gasket. Now I just put the muffler on. This bolt right here, threads are stripped, so I either need to go oversize or I need to install a helicoil. And the threads over here are only grabbing on one or two threads. plus the engine is loose. I don't know if you can see it rocking. The engine is loose, so we've got to take care of that issue too. And now that all the grass is out of there, out of the steering gears, I can now get to that to lubricate that all up, because I did get the steering loosened up here. I got grease to come through the kingpins, but it's still real tight here, so we've got to get that loosened up. And this is kind of crazy. I want you guys to take a good look at this stamping. Okay, see the ribs here. Mind you, this is a Troy-Bilt, okay? And see the deck height and engagement lever. See all that? See all that? And here, that's probably Kevin calling me now. Let me get right back to you. Okay, where were we? Before Kevin interrupted me, the owner, I needed him to come down so I can show him everything that's going on with this. But are you taking a good look at how everything's built here? Clutch pedal. Here's your shift quadrant for forward and reverse. Even your cup holder, okay? Look under here. Got our battery. You see how this seat pan's made? How this whole back fender section is made. Alright? Now, let's walk over here. Boy, that looks kind of... Now that's a Troy-Bilt. And this one's a Craftsman LT 1500, okay? Okay, and that's just getting started. Now we'll come on up. Oh wait, look, what's this? Does it have ridges? Let me shut that off for just a second. Does that have the same ridges? Huh? How about that? Isn't that bizarre? Oh wait, look. Everything under here is the same. Oh, wait a minute. That's got the same seat pan. The same shifter linkage. Oh, and the same deck height and engagement lever. So, MTD, bravo on using multiple tags from multiple companies, including Cub Cadet. See some Cub Cadets that look like this. I've got one out here, and I know that it won't match, but you know, got my Series 1500. Here's my Series 2000, but these are MTDs also. Now some of them are AYP. Given the benefit of the doubt, I believe some of them are AYP. Let's check our number here. We got a 917 to begin. No, we do not. So we definitely have a one of those, a MTD there. Let's take a look here, see what we got here. And we have no visible tag. Where's your tag? Anyway, it doesn't matter. Let's get back in here, because we're not talking about the fact that these are identical. We're talking about what needs done here. So I showed you guys the spindle that needs some attention. It's also got one idler under there that is suspect. It is too loose, a little bit wobbly. The belt tensioner spring, you can see the spring right here. Okay, I can go ahead and drop the deck down, make it a little easier on all of us to see what's going on. Isn't that amazing? Same deck mechanism as the Craftsman. I suppose I can plug this back in. It needs to keep on charging. There we go. So we have, which deck spindle? We've got this deck spindle that needs replaced. Now, last year, Kevin came down and he grabbed a deck spindle off of another Troy-Bilt that I've got to put on here, but you can use the Craftsman ones also. They're the same offset, same height, the whole 9 yards. And they don't make these so that they stay sealed. And then you have these covers that are not indicative to easy clean out that you have to take off in order to get all the grass cleaned out of here that comes up through these cavities. 4 huge cavities on both spindles. But we do have a rock and roll idler pulley there. We'll check the other one. I forgot to bring my knee pad over with me, but we'll check. This is the one that he replaced last year. See, this idler's good. The one over there is not. And we can even go so far as to take a look at this engagement cable here. You see that engagement cable? Right there? That's to engage the deck off of the lever. You come over here, we've got the same engagement cable that comes around and mounts in the very same fashion right here. So, Troy-Bilt, MTD, meet Craftsman MTD, your not so distant cousin. Then we've got the gasket to replace there. We need to tap that hole out that holds the muffler. Like I said, I need to helicoil one or oversized tap one of the exhaust manifold, exhaust header bolts, muffler bolts. We're doing oil change on it. The tires are doing okay. Overall, not a ton of work needs done to it, but it's enough work, and Kevin wanted to know everything that was going on with it before proceeding to justify whether the end is worth the means. In other words, whatever I'm going to charge, is it going to be worth it to put the money into this, or is it time to just replace it and get a new one? Is it still serviceable? Absolutely. Is it still repairable? Again, absolutely. But that's going to be left up to Kevin. I'm going to give him a dollar amount to get this thing done and done right, and he's going to say do it or sell it. So we may end up doing it. It may end up getting set outside for a little while until I can get to it, because I've got this one and well over 16, 17 others to do, and a couple of them are taking a trip to go get them. So I've babbled enough here. Kevin's going to come over. I'm going to call this one part 1 also of the Troy-Bilt, just like you guys, just to show you what's wrong with it, just a real quick video, and then we'll get to the meat and potatoes of it hopefully tomorrow, where I take it out and get the engine cleaned up over at the garage with the pressure washer and degreaser and everything, get it all cleaned up and detailed and ready to put the new, of course, the air filter, of course, but the new valve cover gasket, which is in here. So that's where we stand. That's what's going on. That's where we're at. We're going to call this the end of part 1, and you guys can look for part 2 tomorrow. And as you can see, I am back out in the shop. It is now 25 till 5. My neck is tired. I didn't get out here and actually get started until about 1 p.m. So I'm not overdoing it. But as you guys can see, you can look forward to some videos coming up. This one has a carburation issue. It gets on a slight incline and it stalls out. So we've got a carburetor to clean on that Tecumseh. But anyway, there you have it. Friendly Neighborhood Zippo. I promise you guys I will see you on part 2. If you like this, click right there to subscribe. Over here is a random video, and over here is my latest upload. We'll see you guys later.